I mean, that comes really with the experience and confidence here. Is if I see the other guys and they're skinnier than me, then I know they're usually too skinny. If they train harder than me, I know they're usually training too hard. Of course, it was very difficult last year, and I knew this is really the last chance to change something, because I also wanted to give Philip, my new coach, the opportunity not to just, work like 1 year or something with me, with a worn-out athlete, injured at the end, pretty much at the autumn of the career, more or less. That's always like a bad thing, I mean, I wanted also to give the coach an opportunity to work with somebody that is still motivated, somebody that's healthy, so that you actually can execute a plan, what you have in mind, and not just whatever, doing catastrophe management for a whole year, more or less. And I mean, I've been with Luboš, my former coach, for more than 13 years, and I owe him a lot. I mean, we celebrated a lot of success together, and of course we're more than just coach and athlete. It's definitely friends. I mean, we spent combined almost a year here in Kona together, or in Hawaii, and so of course it was really difficult for me to make this decision, but it was the right decision. It definitely a lot of new input, also definitely a different approach to training in general, and I think I just needed this new stimulus also to keep me motivated, but also for my system and for my body and everything. It was really good. So today we started off with a fasted ride in the morning, so that's one of the things we are working on. For sure, something I was able to improve over the period of this year is like my fat metabolism, and that's part of it, to just have a very structured workout in the morning. So there's a stretch of like maybe 15 hours or so where I don't really eat anything. So it's a early dinner, which is not that difficult here in Kona, because we always have dinner at like 5 or 5:30, and then you have to ride in the morning. It's 1.5 hours, nothing like crazy. 20 minutes, 1 minute on off, 250 watts and 220 alternated, and then just 60 minutes basically steady, more or less, at around 230 watts. And then good breakfast, and then a run. It's nice here to have the group here. Franz, the huge German guy, he's a really good runner, former short course athlete, and so yeah, we just did an out and back 16K, 2K warm up, 2K cool down, and then 6 by 1K a little bit faster. I mean, at the beginning you have quite a headwind, so that's like 3:25 pace. On the way back it's like 3:15 pace, around that, sometimes a little bit faster. And yeah, and then a little rest, some NFL, catching up with some of the games over the weekend, and then yeah, and then a bike, 2 hours, and the set was 5 times 8 minutes. Start with like 1 minute, like 20% above race average power, and then 7 minutes 10% above race average power. So it's nothing too crazy really. I mean, that comes really with the experience and confidence here. Is if I see the other guys and they're skinnier than me, then I know they're usually too skinny. If they train harder than me, I know they're usually training too hard. And yeah, that's a thing that comes with experience. You know pretty well how you handle the heat and the conditions here, and to not just do like crazy sessions just to boost your confidence, but really do the work you need to, but don't do anything like totally crazy. So I've always been to Hawaii really early. It's definitely just a different beast with the heat and humidity. You need some time, not only because of the time shift. You have 12 hours time difference to Central Europe, so that's quite tasking to your system. And then of course, yeah, the conditions are just different. I mean, you run the same pace, like let's say 4-minute pace per K. And here the heart rate is just like 12 to 15 beats higher than it is at home. So it's definitely something you need to have in mind and need to get used to. So therefore we are here early, and also it's difficult to really manage it with travel, and the hardest training block is usually between, let's say, 16 days and 10 days before the race. But that's usually the time where the most people fly to the island, and then you either have to do like this massive amount of training right before you fly, which is not very nice, because just the flight here, it's like more than 30 hours of traveling, and so chances of getting sick or something like that is pretty high. Or you have to do like the training right after you arrived, which is even worse, because you just arrive, you're totally done, and then you're putting this massive effort in your system is also not very smart. So it's difficult to get it right, and that's the reason why we're here early. And this year we are in Maui, not on Big Island, mainly because things are sometimes a little bit slower in Kona, and so they take like half a year to change a filter in the pool. It's one of the reasons why we are on Maui and not on the Big Island. And then also running wise, I think Maui is a pretty nice spot. It's a little bit better in my opinion than Big Island. They have more bike paths and stuff like that to run on. That's something good, but you have pretty much the same conditions. And yeah, and also for me, like I said, I've been almost a year on the Big Island in total, and at one point it just wears on you, you know. And I mean, you want to be excited when you go there, you know. You don't want to go there and you're like, again, you know. And that's not how it should be, you know. You should be excited, and I want to be excited when I arrive there Sunday before the race, and I think I will be excited.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Without your support, none of these videos would be possible, none of this content. So thank you guys so much for sponsoring the series. The best way you can continue to help out is if you just go to talbotcox.com, either donate or shop. Got some merchandise for sale. So there's some pictures on there, hats, t-shirts, everything. So thank you so much again, and can't wait to start pumping out more content for you. Mahalo.